hello ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a very exciting matchup for this afternoon. In fact, quite a early matchup, as a few of you in chat have said, but yes, it is going to be quite an early matchup for the EU standard time. It's going to be Delta 5 versus LINKUP Warriors. So a very exciting match coming up ahead of us. Of course, this is some of the lower teams, of course, so of course it's always important to cover a few of the lower teams. You know, it's really trying to get some diverse gameplay, checking through the bronze to master teams, of course, as there's going to be different play styles and different ways how people honestly are going to be playing. So yeah, for the moment we'll be wait for a few players to join the lobby, but until then we can get straight into a few stats and statistics, of course. But yes, checking over to the stats, of course, which is that Delta 5 is a brand new VRML team for season 14, has only played one match this in this season currently, and they played Quarantine, Suburbia and Subway, and they didn't win any of them, however, but the amount of points they won was on Subway. So as this is their pick, they're clearly trying to pick a map which is their personal favourite. But of course, LINKUP Warriors has been around for a few seasons, and their favourite all-time map has to be Subway and Snow Peak. So maybe not really a wise decision for Delta 5 to be picking one of LINKUP Warriors' favourite maps, but that will just kind of have to be seen if they can try to outbeat them in any shape, way or form. But anyway, regardless of that fact, just going over to the bands for this evening, we're going to have, going for Delta 5, it is going to be Downfall and Tanker. So very interesting bands I've chosen for this evening. Of course, to me it's a bit of a sign that they don't particularly like the big maps, but they also don't like Tanker, which is, it's honestly Tanker abuse, man. People don't seem to enjoy Tanker so much anymore. It is one of the lowest played matches in the previous season, so you know, I'm not exactly sure why people give Tanker such a bad rap, but you never know. But for this evening, Tanker and Downfall will be banned. Downfall being one of the largest maps in the game, of course, super open, super wide, super large, you know, it is very easy to get taken out, but that is not a problem. But going for LINKUP Warriors side, the bans for they've chosen for this evening are going to be Quarantine and Cargo. So yes, still kind of the same idea, you know, they're trying to ban the larger maps, but they also don't like a fast, super close pace map, so you never know, maybe that will play to their advantage. But going into their match history, they played Cargo 8 times in total in their total history, and out of those 8 times they won it 3 times, so it is clear to me about why they've decided to ban this map. But checking over to Quarantine, of course, Quarantine has to be, it is their 6th most played match, so 8 times they played it in history and only won 2 times. Oh, that is not great. So hopefully they've decided to ban this map because they know that maybe this team, of course, might have a better chance at it. But of course, as we don't have any stats regarding Delta 5, we will not honestly know. So for anything which will be occurring, you know, it's going to be a first time discovery, as we have no idea about this team. Recent team, you know, brand new made, started in season 14. Didn't start directly on season 14, started like a few weeks into season 14, so they are a fairly new team, but hopefully they can try to still keep it up. But now, for the first map for this evening, we're going to be on Subway. Oh, Subway, one of my all-time favourite maps, of course. So adding on to the scoreboard, Subway, of course, is going to be our first map for this evening, and the first OBJ is going to be first level main terminal. Very exciting. Was that first level? No, I take that back. That is actually basement. My pardon. So yeah, the first OBJ is going to be basement. So it's going to be quite a juicy OBJ to start on it, particularly. See how Delta 5 will try to take care of it. LINKUP Warriors, as I do know in the past, do have a very solid defense when it comes to the basement, so hopefully maybe it might take out Delta 5 here completely, but you never know. Delta 5 might, you know, surprise us for this evening. We will have, you know, we do not know. Of course, Delta 5 is going to be the new and the underdog because they are the new team, and LINKUP Warriors is silver rank, so bronze and silver territory, so quite a more laid back and hopefully a bit more of an enjoyable stream. Get to see how the players will see how they will play and see what they can try to learn for this evening. But I'll say, for the current moment, we are still waiting on a few players. They do have up to 6-10 before they have to start the match. We are still waiting on one player to start, and then hopefully we can go straight into the action for this evening. But I say, who I think is going to win this match coming up, you know, ahead of us, i.e. I believe that LINKUP Warriors are going to most definitely secure the first map. Not exactly sure on the second map pick, because you never know what they would choose, but if LINKUP Warriors like to go for a Subway and then a Snow Peak, that could be a secure win for them. You know, Snow Peak is one of their best maps, so is Subway, so, you know, Delta 5 has really handed them quite a easy standpoint, just to try to get the few points down, get the first win. Of course, I need to get one more win when they've won the match entirely. Of course, anybody which is new to VRML, we play best of 3. 3 maps have to be played during the match. And of course, whoever gets the most map wins, not points, does take the match as their own. So it's anybody which is new to VRML and has seen times where matches do appear to be more points going to a certain team. It is just because there's times where some teams do, in actual fact, do get more points, but it is quite funny when it does happen. But no, whoever gets the most amount of wins regarding those maps does take the, you know, of course, the win for that evening. But checking over 2, they do have a few minutes left. Do have 5 players in. People playing for LINKUP for this evening are going to be Ghoul, Blitz, Hunter from Ferrari, and Padus. So a nice little bunch, as anybody who does know, my old-time favorites. And for Delta 5, we're going to see Lucky Dragons, Panzer 98th, Full EK, and Acclaimed, and Exter. So some brand new faces, of course. Never seen them before, so we're going to see how they will be playing this. I am going to be excited for this match coming ahead. I will start a prediction very shortly so we can get straight into the action and have a great time. I do imagine they are going to be discussing their plans and strategies for this attack. Did I just hear the beep? Never mind, I just hear beeps. Oh, it was the beep. I take that back. But going into round 1. Checking over 2 LINKUP Warriors, which are getting themselves ready. Do have the basement spawn, as I did mention previously. Why is the audio so quiet? Interesting. Some minor issues with, we'll say minor, some random changes, but that doesn't matter. Turn that down just a little bit, and now we're off. Now that everything's set up and ready to go, we do appear to have Hunter and Blitz going into the service tunnels. We do have Palace sitting at the coaling machine. We're going to have Ferrari back at the train track. I'm going to have Ghoul going for a bit of a push here. Moving as well into their little tunnel corner. We're going to be taking control of Northern, so this is going to be quite a solid defense for them. Panzer and of course Lucky Dragons and Folky will be going through overpass by the looks of things, leaving the 2 other teams to go basement, Acclaimed and Exter. This will be quite interesting, the attack strategy they have coming forth. Are making quite a fair bit of noise here, so they are giving out their spawn to the team, but they aren't going too fast. Checking over to Lucky Dragon. Oh, one person. I'm going to go to Exter in the tunnels. Possible C4 setup. Hunter's now watching down. Shot a few shots, trying to get Acclaimed here. Acclaimed may be going for a slow peek around the corner. Having a little battle here. Who's going to get the first pick? I've got a flash. Hunter is still pre-firing while it's flashbang. Does need to reload. Does need to worry about the person behind him. Does come out, does get Acclaimed, but does get taken out from the back. And that is a trade for the guards of it. And it's now 2 frags down for both sides. Or say for 2 frags down, but 1 frag for both sides here. Nice little pick there, of course. Exeter was a little bit too slow to save his teammates. So that is going to be 1 player down for Delta, of course. Nice little C4 there from Blitz. Down goes Exeter. It's now going to be a 3v4. Now we do have Panzer, Folky, and Lucky Dragons now making their way into the main terminal. Don't need to worry about Ghoul here, which is with them. Ghoul will be kind of watching this little cross section. Panzer's now making his way into the train. It's making the cross. Down goes Panzer from Ghoul. They do know where he is, but not exactly due to that suppressor. He might be able to catch up another player here. Oh, he's just watching tightly through that thing. Oh, I've just spotted him. Unfortunately not. This guy looking. Oh, spotted another person. Just take out 2 and just get the double kill. Securing the first round. Nice little triple kill there from Ghoul. Securing the first point. Going to LINKUP Warriors. So as I did say, you know, I do imagine that this is going to be a LINKUP Warriors win, as this is one of their favourite maps. They have the most amount of experience on this map, and that is just clear and presented. Delta 5 is just a little bit lost sadly, by the looks of things, as they are fairly new to this league, and I imagine fairly new to, you know, playing competitively entirely, they aren't probably prepared enough. But going into their previous match history, it was clearly seen, but they were bashed around just a little bit. But hopefully they can try to get their feet up and try to maybe secure a win. Perhaps we'll kind of have to see. We'll kind of have to see if they will be trying to get one map for this evening. But I do have high hopes of both the teams. But until then, we'll kind of have to see. But Delta 5 is now on the defense. So it's their time to English kind of hard at the current moment. Sorry, I'm kind of tired at the moment. So please do forgive me. But yes, it will be their time to defense. So see if they can try to secure this 1 point against LINKUP Warriors. As anyone, which is of course anyone who's new, you do know that securing a cap is 2 points going to the muscle side, and winning an offenders round will always be 1 point. Of course, you do always have the option to do a vault cap, and this is when you decide to cap the objectives as a vault, which would stop the muscle side from getting to it. This should only be done if you're in a 1v5 situation, or you don't think you're going to be able to win it and you want to stop a cap from occurring. But that is until I've never seen anyone actually do it before, so you never know. So it may surprise me one day by doing it. But anyway, going over to LINKUP Boys onto the round 2. Do have the standard spawn. I'm going to be getting themselves ready. I'll go a few drummies. One blitz to go. Delta 5 are now making their way across. They're going to have Extra going into the service tunnels here. Do pit out 4 players, which are still trying to decide where they want to go. It's not particularly good, but I'm going to have to hope. I do have time, of course, to take as long as I want to, but they should really try to get into positions. This people are going to have Hunter, which is kind of making his way followed by Blitz. Going very fast and aggressive here. We'll be putting a lot of pressure on the Extra. Extra, does he have a C4? He does not. Hunter comes round. Does secure back. Does come out and do it with a trade. Extra and of course Hunter do trade, and that will be a nice little one player down for both sides currently. Of course we do have Paddis, Ferrari, and of course Ghoul coming through down the southern stairs. One of my preferred entry points. They will not need to worry so much, as of course the upstairs terminal will be safe for them to move around, but they do need to worry about the staircases, as we do have 2 players which will be looking at both of them. Bit of a unusual angle for this to behold. Gotta love the player position and looking a little bit questionable, but regardless, we'll be watching down the lane, support his teammates down here. But Blitz is now making his way up. Acclaimed is watching this doorway carefully. Blitz will be grabbing some utility from his fallen comrades. Try to clear out Acclaimed here. Getting this, you know, side of tunnels cleared will be a great advantage. Out goes a frag. Even if it doesn't take anyone out, will be useful to try to get rid of any flash. Oh, sorry. Oh, accidental flashbang there. Messes up the flashbang. Does need to worry about Acclaimed and of course Lagger Dragons. Does come out. Oh, didn't check. Oh, hurls a few shots off. Out goes a flash. Does hit Blitz in the back. Blitz does manage to get into cover safely, but no, it does get taken out regardless. Leaving it down to a 3v3 situation. Goal is now making his way down the stairs. Out goes a smoke onto the right side here. Another smoke, I imagine, on the left. Does help him clear out. They do need to make it down here. Clear out the southern tunnel. Down goes Panzer and Ferrari. Oh, shots on the Paddis and Ghoul. Leaving Volky in a 1v... Oh, no, it's a 1v3 situation. Needs to worry about the OBJ here. This is a tough situation to be stuck in currently. A very tough situation. Golden Cup is coming around. Does bomb and down goes Volky from, of course, Ghoul. Securing the second point. A nice little round there. Going to LINKUP Warriors. And now the next OBJ is going to be the Northern Stairs. Oh, the most notoriously feared objective. Is it going to be a 5-man push from Delta? Are they unaware of the 5-man push strategy? We'll kind of have to see, you know. It is always fun watching the newer teams play, because it's just like that new lapse of seeing how they will learn from this cast and see how they're going to be trying to improve themselves. But, you know, it is tough, especially for a new player, especially a new team. It is tough to get into competitive play here. You know, I do recall when I was first starting out, you know, it is a new world in some ways. Coming from playing pub lobbies and occasional comp lobbies to playing against people which take it seriously, it's a different world of pain, but you know, it's a good type of pain. It's the one where you get kicked to the floor and then you get back up smiling. So it is always that beneficial factor. But so I am very excited to see how, you know, Delta 5 will be doing in the, you know, the future of this season, and if not season 15, of course. So there will be some major practice being done by Delta 5 if they do want to start getting up and doing some punches to a bit of the higher up teams. I will imagine they will be trying to scrim a bit more of a silver, bronze, and, you know, maybe even try to go for some gold teams. Just trying to learn to play their strategies and to learn their own type of play style, of course. Because, you know, once you do start, it's going to be rough, but you will start to learn your own idealist way to play. But until then, it kind of is going to be a bit of a tough one. But LINKUP Warriors, of course, have been around for quite a long time, playing, I think 2 seasons so far. I'm not exactly sure, but they have been around for multiple seasons, so they do have that experience. But regarding that, we're going into the 3rd round, checking over to LINKUP, which will begin until it's ready. C4 with bullets, don't see any other C4. Delta 5 in the stands to spawn. Throwing out a few drummies. No drummies? Oh yeah, it's a few drummies. And they're off.
You guys go down 6 alley, go down the shed there, yeah.
Gonna have Panzer going down a Dope Alley. Like a Dragons, they might be going for a northern attack here. EXO does appear to be going the wrong way. We do have quite a setup strategy here. Hunter is kind of playing the aggressive one. Out goes a flash. Pretty fun. Does take out one, but does get taken out, unfortunately. Bit of aggressive angle. I would have preferred to use a flashbang for that type of attack, as teams do notoriously do not push for a few, like 10 to 20 seconds, just in case something like that does occur. But say Bullets does have his C4 spot set up around, I forget where you put it, but around here. Not C4 spot up here, so that will be able to clear out anybody which is standing in this general court. So he will be kind of waiting to see if Delta 5 will start to make a push. Checking over to Panzer, which is now making his way down the southern staircase with Exeter. Does need to worry about Ferrari, which is, of course, in the cubby. Possible C4 set up here. Anybody which is new, remember, this is a very good C4 spot, as players will need to check in. And, of course, you can hide a C4 here. So there's a few spots where you can put a few C4s down, but a C4 in this general vicinity is very good. Now, I kind of have to see if Ferrari can try to hold this down, as we are still waiting to see if the guys in Northern can make the push. As it is taking this rather slowly, but it's still producing a fair bit of noise. It's doing a little bit of wide peeking, which is probably not preferred. Out goes a flash, I believe. Now out goes a flashbang into the cubby. Does go out. Does go for the push. Does get shot, but no! Does take out Ferrari there. So a nice little aggressive peek there, which he did do in securing that first point. Oh, down goes a C4. I unfortunately missed that, but yes. Does take out Folky and a claim before getting fragged. It's now a 2v2. Ghoul needs to really make his way back to the OBJ, of course, leaving Padders trying to regroup back. Down goes Padders, sliving up to. Ghoul throws a flashbang around the corner. Good zoom out, does secure the kill onto the Launcher Dragons. Now leaving up to a 1v2 situation. We do have Panzer and, of course, Exeter making their way up into the main entrance of Northern Stairs OBJ. So it's up to Ghoul. He will be watching at the cola machine. Should try to preferably get a little bit closer. But say it is a rough run for his position. He has no idea if Northern Stairs is secure or not. and it's a bit of a investment trying to go up there, trying to see if it's secure or not. So the best he can currently do is just kind of sit back here and watch. Out goes a flash, out goes a counter flash. Panzer trying to make its way into the cubby, does come out, but no, gets taken out. And that will be the first point for Delta 5. But I say, a nice little display there, of course. Showing some pretty good skill. Going ahead, I should probably set up the predictions, of course. Should probably start a quick prediction. My bad for kind of forgetting about it. Normally have someone else to do it for me or to shout at me, but no worries, of course. Oh. Maybe if I could spell Warriors, it would be A-OK. Have I spelled that right? There we go. There we go. Anyway, enough of that, but say, it was a very interesting display there, and of course, as you did see, Delta did do quite a good attack there, did take out some of the high points which were focused on, but very nice display there. Going over to round 4, checking over to LINKUP Warriors. They are getting themselves ready. Possible, oh, it could be a possible Northern Stair attack there. Do have Hunter with the LMG. So yeah, I do believe it's going to be Bullets and Hunter going down the Northern Stairs, acting like a distraction. Cause the team some distress. No one's kind of pushing up the staircase, which is kind of curious. There's no C4 as well, so it's going to give Hunter and Bullets quite a easy time here. Checking over to Ferrari and Palace, which are about to have reached the same engagement, which should happen with Panzer. Panzer does peek out. I was just watching. Is he going to peek out again? Panzer does peek out. Does get, no, gets 2. Panzer does secure the pick onto Ferrari and Palace. Living up to goal. Panzer will be making its way into that little cubby there. Might push out here. Oh, he's going a bit aggressive here. But no, Ghoul gets taken out from Panzer. Blitz is now making his way through. Hunter does get a pick onto it, claims. Smokes are coming out. You can't currently see the smokes, but there you can. Hunter does come through. Does get traded with Cop Extra. Living up to Lucker Dragons. Gotta stop Blitz here for trying to go for a cap. Blitz is trying to go for an inside smoke cap by the looks of things. But does need to be quicker as the smokes are dropping. His gun is out. Still needs to watch about the line machine here. It's checking left. Just see the gun. Just come round. Just shoots. But no, unfortunately, down to some tracking issues going from the gun bouncing. Just missed the pick onto Lucker Dragons. And that will be another point going to Delta 5. They are getting it back. Delta 5 are getting it back so far. You know, I was not expecting them to try to get it back on the last 2 rounds, but they have done it. Getting a master win and then a defensive win. That will take the scores to be 2-2 so far. You know, it is now, you know, I might even have to question my thoughts about this. If they might in well and truly win this map, but we'll have to see. The OBJ, of course, has moved into the freeway alley. So, or the southern alley, or the southern stair OBJ. I should really probably sleep before trying to do a cast, I must be honest with you. But anyway, I am going to be interested to see how Delta 5 will be attacking this. Will it be the usual strategy? Or might we see people go through south? You do not often see people push through south inside, specifically on this objective. It's kind of a weak side to try to push up of. You do see a player occasionally trying to do it, but it normally ends up them getting fragged. So I wouldn't really recommend people trying to play south and stairs. Go from my personal experience, as I do normally hold south and stairs. It's not a very attack orientated position to try to go through. Trying to go through it, you're just going to get picked off. It is not worth. But you never know. We might see Delta 5 play a few players there, and it might work. You never know. You never know. But going into round 5, if I can, of course.
Yeah.
Checking over to Delta 5, which will be having the northern spawn. This isn't the quick spawn, but they do have the terminal spawn, but they still have a chance to try to go a bit fast if they want to. This is the harder spawn for their side, but they're going to have Lunch Dragons and Froakie. Oh, no, Froakie's going with them.
Do you mean, when you say down there, do you mean the stairs that go up?
Froakie's a little bit lost there. I'm going to have a claim going for Summer's Panzer, making its way into the south, and Blitz is already in position. He is ready with a C4. Where's... oh, this, I see the C4. Oh, he is checking for C4s, so... oh no, he's looking up the stairs. I was thinking he's going for looking for C4s. I was going to be impressed. Don't know if he's producing sounds, because the sounds are different for player compared to the caster's POV. Oh. Hasn't checked Blitz, though. Never mind, C4 does come out, does take him out.
Oh, good kill.
Nice little, hopefully no little bit of trash talking. Very happy about that, so that's very nice and respectable to see. And that'll be one frag going for LINKUP Warriors so far. Still waiting for Exeter, Volky, and of course Acclaim to try to make this push here. You know, they have been going quite slow about it, leaving Launcher Dragons in the China market all by himself. Do need to worry about Ghoul currently, which could spawn for that little tight cross, but Ghoul is kind of going down the stairs. Nice shot there from Hunter. Unfortunately, doesn't catch him. Dragons will be watching. Hunter possibly might be coming out. Just come out with a little pre-fire. Coming up and down the trade. The trade onto Luxury and Hunter. Giving up to these three to try to deal with Ghoul here. Ghoul possibly might have a C4. Out goes a flash. Nope. Accidentally, the flash goes in the wrong position. Out goes another flash. Was that a grenade? Does hit them all here, but he doesn't push. He does kind of retreat backwards. Only if he had some sort of grenade there, that could have been an excellent play there. They could have taken out 2 players, if not 3 of them. Ghoul is kind of peeking out, jiggling out. Oh, shots are being had towards him. Acclaim's trying to go for that revive. Oh. Ghoul is still jiggling. He is risking it though. He's really pushing his luck currently. I would not be jiggling this corner so much. Just come out, just get taken out. As I did say, I would not be pushing my luck in that regard. Got killed twice. Ghoul got killed twice there by the MK and the AK-5C. That is an interesting way to go out. But now lives up to Palace, which will be watching this alley. Out of the flash. And a nade. Doesn't catch anyone off currently. Would be able to catch Acclaimed here. If Palace just moves slightly to the left. Oh, will get Acclaimed, but no, does get taken out. Living now to a 2v3 situation. Up to Ferrari and Blitz. There's a flashback, hits them both. Does take out Acclaimed. Does take out Volky. Just come out again, and it finishes it off onto Exeter, securing the 3rd point for LINKUP Warriors. Oh my. That is one way to end a push. So it only takes one good flashbang, a little bit of good movement, and some good shots to take out an entire push there, but as you can see. But now it's going to be LINKUP Warriors' turn for the defense. Going to see if they can kind of get it back here. Of course. But no, to answer the question in chat, you are unable to be a reservist in League if you're a team captain, or in fact a player entirely. Reservists have to be a separate thing and can only be playing for, if you know, can only be playing for anybody, or you can only be a player on a team. You can't be both, unfortunately. And I guess that is an idea for fairness. You know, you don't want to have a player kind of going around playing with other teams, even if they're team captain, because they can learn some strategies there. Plus, it just wouldn't really make practical sense to why captains playing for other people's matches. But anyway, moving onward, it is now going to be round 6. Checking over to LINKUP Warriors. They do have the same spawn. Isn't the quick spawn, but they only require 1 more point to win this round. Do appear they're going to have Hunter, Ferrari, out in Palace as well. It's going to be a 4-man push for the northern side, leaving Blitz by himself. Oh, Laka Dragon's playing quite aggressively. Oh, trying to get shots onto the back of LINKUP here. What a cheek. Will be trying to make his way back, but what a cheek. Trying to shoot from southern stairs into the northern stairs, trying to get a little pick there. Always not happy about it. Hunter's now making his way up through the overpass section. That was a frag, perfectly landed in bins. Good check, Cubby. Come on, shoot that Panda, takes that Panda. Down goes Exter. Oh, down goes Gorky. But down goes Hunter. Ferrari just get the pick onto Exter here. Leaving now to a 1v3 situation. So much action so quickly. Acclaim making its way back to the OBJ here. Blitz pushing through the south, going through Adult Alley, and of course Ferrari going through main alley or west alley, I believe it is. No, it's east alley. I'm very wise. Blitz is going quite aggressively here. Has made its way up, cleared the south. Do you need to worry about Acclaim? They could try to go for a cap, possibly. Tablet is out. But Acclaim comes out the corner, does take him out. But that does give his team some notice to figure out where he is. Just come around, just creep by the bins, just shoot his hand. I don't know if it's a smoke or a frag or a flare, a nice little smoke, and right on top of him. Acclaim does rush back. Excellent nade throw though. That was an excellent nade onto the bins. Oh, that another smoke? That was another smoke. That was a nade though. That would have been a perfect nade to try to clear him out. I'm going to see Ghoul and Ferrari pushing through main alley now. I have to kind of hope they have a few more smokes or any form of utility they can use. I don't think they have an accurate kill count for the current moment. That's why they're playing so cautious. I think they believe it's a few more players up, which could explain to why they haven't decided to push through Adult Alley instead of rushing through. Do need to worry about Acclaimed here. Ferrari, oh, out with the smoke. Throw the smoke out. Doesn't really work out to the team favourite. Out with the second smoke. Trying to clear off here. Adult Alley comes around, just get the shots onto Acclaimed, securing the first map for LINKUP Warriors. Very, very nice. And I say, I guess I was correct on that first statement. LINKUP Warriors will be securing the first map, and I will be imagining we'll be seeing Snow Peak coming up next. And now both the teams will be deciding what map they will be playing next and if they want to do a rehost or not. But until then, just kind of have to hope and see. But that is a map and a half. As I did say, LINKUP did have the advantage with the previous experience. But, you know, they did get beaten on 2 rounds back to back. So, you know, sometimes it just happens, you know. You've seen the best teams out there get beaten by lower teams. So anyone which did catch previous cast, which was OP versus Resurgence, you know, in terms of the scores, you know, it was quite interesting because OP did secure the point and did secure the win for the entire match, despite being classed as a bronze team, which I do find quite hilarious. But there is a difference between Team MMR and, of course, Play MMR. And when you have tons of players which have a super high MMR, they're going to get placed against golds and diamonds and master teams. But it is quite a funny result to see that regardless. And it does appear we're going to be seeing a rehost. And the next map. Ooh, what an interesting map pick. Okay, normal crashed. But anyway, yeah, say the next map is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, the next map is going to be one of the new custom maps. It's going to be Arctic. But it's going to be LINKUP Warriors pick, as they do get one pick, and it's going to be their pick. It's going to be Arctic. So that's kind of an interesting decision for them to choose. This will be, of course, a bit of a it's going to be a bit of an interesting watching for my personal take, because, you know, I have not seen either of these teams, especially LINKUP in particular, play any of the custom maps. But so going into their previous records on the maps, so check over to it, they have played in the past Shipyard once, but I don't see an Arctic. So oh yes, they did. They played Arctic Day 5 times, so I guess they do have some experience on the map, which is all fair and goodness, but it is rather a new map for me to be watching them play. Also, just a random question which I just think about. I wonder if there's going to be any new custom maps going to be added into Season 15 or midway through Season 13. We never know. So I would kind of hope to see a few more custom maps, because some of the custom maps which some of the custom map makers do make are of super high quality. So a huge shout out to any of the custom map makers who will be watching, or maybe are just currently playing currently. Because if you do see one, give them a big, give them a big thank you, because some of the custom maps they do make, like Arctic itself, is super high quality. You know, maps like Arctic and Shipyard, you know, they're so well made and such league based. You know, you could, teams like, IVL, and of course, well, IVL doesn't do much anymore, but VIL, and of course now VRML do, of course, now do play them. But it's an interesting idea. But anyway, enough of that little chit chat. Moving over to round 1. Oh, they just lied to me. Oh, I love it when teams do the countdown and then it doesn't occur. So mean. If you ever want to annoy someone, just do the countdown and then don't go through with it. It always annoys me. But anyway. Of course, but now actually going straight to the gameplay this time into round 1 for Arctic. Do have the northeastern spawn. So checking over to to Delta 5. They will be having the quick or the normal spawn. No shots happening. Oh yeah, pre-fire down that little lane. Do take out Ferrari there from Panzer. Oh, I just missed that, but Bullets and Hunter do get taken from Exeter. That is 3 players down for LINKUP side. Leaving it up to Ghoul and of course Paddis trying to get it back. As having shots towards the P Dragons. Acclaim is now trying to spot her. Down goes Dragons. Acclaim will be moving back. So we're going to have Acclaim trying to go for a flank. Nice little trade there with Ghoul. Oh, Acclaim does come from the behind and does secure the first point for Delta 5. What a fast round, huh? What a fast round. Of course, being one of the smaller maps in the game, like Tanga and of course Cargo, it is going to be fast. It's going to be aggressive. Let's say it's always fun watching these type of maps, because within a matter of 20 seconds, both teams are already shooting at each other. So let's say the skill ceiling for this map in particular is quite a lot, because if you're spawning over here, if you do learn a few grenade spots, you can well and truly hurt the defenders. So learning a few nades and a few flashbangs few lineups would be very crucial if you do want to get a few little cheeky picks in the beginning of a round. It would really help your team there. Try to push for a cap or just to sort of try to secure that point, but as I say, we'll kind of have to see. But regardless, I was not expecting it though. I want to be honest with you. As this is LINKUP Warriors' map pick, I was kind of expecting to do a little bit. I mean, you never know really, because so far it's only the first round, but they got hammered. And it's going to be a similar situation coming into round 2. I have to see how LINKUP will be trying to do it versus Delta 5. They are off. Going to be this here. Going to have Exeter and Volky going. Oh, no, Volky by himself going through left side. We'll be going for a center push. Oh, Hunter gets shot. Shot's coming out. There's a flash. Ferrari is going to come round. Oh, got a second flash. It's picks upon picks. Oh, oh. What happened there, Ferrari? No! It's a bit of a Ferrari got instantly stuck in the player model of Panzer. There's another pick down. It's like there's so many kills going on, but it's currently Blitz just is taken out. OBJ is kind of open for the current moment. Nice little trade there from Volky and Palace. Living now to a 1v2 situation. Up to Exeter and Dragons if they want to try to secure this cap, if they can try. Always watching down. We'll be coming up the lane. Exeter's kite inside. Gaul can try to get a nice little pick here. Exeter trying to go for a cap. Gaul is unaware. No, in the cap. Oh, just zoom underneath the car. Lucky there for LINKUP Warriors. Just stop that cap from occurring. Yes, now up to Dragons in a 1v1 against Gaul. Dragons does appear to be trying to go west. Trying to make his way back through the south. Get a little sneak peek onto Gaul here. So Gaul will be kind of watching the objective super carefully. Dragons does have all the time in the world he does want to take. He does have 3 minutes and 40 seconds, so can be as slow as he wants. It is his best duty. Trying to make any footsteps. Oh, possible footstep. If Gaul catches on to what he's doing, this might be game over for him. Do believe that Gaul was kind of thinking about it. Oh, he did hear a footstep. Will be coming around the corner, and we're knowing the trade, but that will be a LINKUP Warriors point regardless. Oh my, what a way to end the round. What a way to end the round. So I always get so nervous when it comes down to a trade like that, because trades in Onward are, you know, you never can tell who's gonna win them. But in the Onwarders and in the Onward themes of things, whoever dies first will be getting the loss. But you never know. You never know. So what a nice tight way to finish that round. But now moving on to round 3. OBJ of course has moved towards the helipad. So the helipad objective, of course. Common spots, of course you do have the car inside the factory. You do have on the stairs here, so getting a little angle down. Gonna have a C4 spot around here-ish. It's very commonly seen. Sometimes you might see players playing in here. This can offer some good advantage, but also kind of a tough kind of you know, angle to hold. If two players rush you, it's like bouncing in between those angles. But moving over to round 3. Do have the Far Eastern spawn. Oh, nice little gun spin there from Exeter.
But if you want to go precise,
Yeah. I'll chill behind this crate.
Exeter, as I said, is kind of holding this aggressive angle. Is he going to push out here? He's going for it. He is going for it. He's going to get punished there from Paddis with the MK16, but he did go for it, so fair play to him. Claimed on top of the red container. Probably one of the most common spots when watching the south, but it's super powerful. It is such a powerful position to kind of hold. We will be seeing Bullets and Hunter attacking it. Still waiting for Gul, Ferrari and Paddis to make their way up here. Anybody who wonders to why I call Ferrari, I can't even pronounce their name properly now, Ferrari. Ferrari? I don't know. It's Ferrari in my heart. It's an inside joke, and I call it Ferrari. Gul checking through center. He's moving his way around. And now starting to make a bit of a push here. Down goes Acclaimed on the red container. As I did say, it is a very common spot. So teams that do have a bit of experience will be able to pre-fire it. Now making our way through here. We'll be starting to put some pressure down in the south. Shots are being had. Nice little trade there with Panzer and of course Hunter. It's now going to be a 4v2.
81.
That was an excellent smoke. So he... Gul does do... Oh, nice little trade there. Gul is still resible. I say, Gul has some excellent throws, I must admit you. I say, it's all up to Bullets if he can try to take out Volky. That does come round. That was another smoke. Oh. What's their sight line? This is a perfecto push there. Gul shoot him. Volky is injured. Let's trying to go for a cap. He has access to the cap right now. Is he going to get that cap? Oh. Come on, Blitz. And the cap goes through. Very happy Blitz over here. Volky looks very disappointed with himself. Unfortunately, but yes, that will be a cap going for LINKUP Warriors. Oh my, what a way to win a round. Was not expecting a cap, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, but here we are. Blitz saw his opportunity and he took it. Getting that cap, getting the 2 points for his team. Just get the team closer to getting that second secure win. As I say, I was expecting that they would win it, but you know, I didn't expect Arctic though, so you know what, fair enough. I was expecting a snow peak. You know, Arctic does seem to be the right call for LINKUP Warriors as they have so far done it to a 3-1. Trying to get it back, we'll trying to secure it on the last round, of course. They do have the defensive round, which is arguably easier for this team. So, you know, unless Delta 5 can pull something out, it may truly be a LINKUP Warriors win for the next coming round. But you never know. You will never know. You will never know. But of course, so Arctic, it's a very, it has to be one of my favorite maps nowadays. I'm gonna be honest. I have a few favorite maps which are Snow Peak and Subway, but Arctic has to be really up there. It's a very, very good map. Very fun. It's like Cargo, but like you don't get flashbang every 5 seconds.
We need to win
The flashbang abuse is real, man. It is real. Delta 5 will be getting themselves ready. Do have the Southern spawn. So LINKUP Warriors and Delta 5 are polar opposites at the current moment. C4 from Blitz. Alright, we'll be watching that. The car hunters are going to be securing the center alley. Palace at the far back on the helo. Ghoul watching the south. And have Exo pushing through the center. Panzer, Dragon and Valky now going through the north as well. Do leaving a claim by himself. But I take down south here. Oh, almost could have been TK'd. Right there. I don't exactly know who. Just come round, just pre-fire. What has been made. Will be trading angles of C4, but this is taken out by Panzer here. So does get taken out here by Panzer. Gets taken out though from Palace. Palace is kind of the only one now on near the objective. Trade there with Hunter. It is crucial that Palace does not die here. It is up to Palace to not die. Ghoul will be trying to make it back to the OBJ. Does need to try to sort out Exeter though. Out with a flash. We'll be trying to loop round, trying to get an angle onto Exeter here. Has some gun up. Oh, gets shot, but does duck into cover in time. Out goes a counter flash. Does loop around the corner, does bomb and does get shots, and that does secure the kill onto Exeter. Shots are being traded between Dragons and, of course, Palace here. Ghoul could possibly go for a flank, and I believe he is. Ghoul is not going to flank his way back. Put on pressure on both sides. Dragons is unaware of this. Does need to be fairly quickly though to make sure that Palace doesn't get taken out and the cap doesn't go ahead. Out goes the smoke. Ghoul is creeping his way in. Oh. Does take out Palace. It's up to Ghoul. Ghoul just come around and just secure the kill onto Dragons. And that will be securing the second map and the total win for LINKUP Warriors. Say, as I did mention previously, it takes 2 map wins to secure the entire match win. So, that is going to be that. Of course, there is a third map which is mandatory, which will be played next. We'll have to hope and see if Delta 5 can try to get it back. And it is going to be their pick. So gonna have to see if they will be picking a map which is more acquainted to their playstyle, but we'll kind of have to see. Oh, there we go. Ah, wonderful. Say, what a exciting match. Despite being, you know, some of the, the less higher ranked teams, it's still good to see them go out and try their best. There is quite a fair few good plays there, especially from Ghoul during that round, and Panzer being the high frag killers for this evening. Still waiting to see what the next map will be. Possibly a rehost. Yep, it does appear it's going to be a rehost. Nope, it's not going to be a rehost for this evening. And if anybody who does know the sound cue, which it is a few of them, the next map is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, Suburbia. Oh, Suburbia. You either love it or you hate it. One of the smallest and most fastest maps in the game. Suburbia, of course, is a treat. And probably one of the most notorious Onward maps, I'm going to be honest. If you mention to somebody, name a map in Onward, they're going to mention Suburbia or Cargo. But Suburbia has to be that kind of selling point map, which does sell Onward. Of course, being one of the most majorly different maps regarding, of course, the Quest 2 version, or the Quest Port version, and the PCVR version for this map. But I say it is a treat nonetheless. Say Suburbia. Of course, probably one of the most annotated maps and studied maps out there. It is one of my this would be one of my all-time favorites. It's always a map which newer players do always prefer to go to, as it is quite simplistic, but it's also still seen in higher tier play because it is just such a good and well made map. The OBJ, of course, for this start is going to be the white car objective on lane 1. So it isn't like the ATV objective on the lane 1, which is quite of a difficult one to defend, but this one on the white car is fairly easy. If you have a good strategy set up and you do have a few players near the objective and kind of watching down lane 4, 3, 2, having a guy at the white car tire looking down into the lane 1, this objective can be easy peasy. I say, of course, this is probably one of the most nadeable objectives, as getting a good grenade over to the white car and the fences could be a way just to clear off people that are near the objective. But we should be starting shortly. We are missing a player, the possible player moving around, but going to hope they can get in shortly, and maybe a timeout might be called. Please do excuse me, I just sneezed. Sorry about that, but moving onwards. We do love random sneezes. Say normally you play it off and you have a co-cast to have them speak for a few seconds so you don't seem like you're not doing anything, but no, you can't do anything there when you have to sneeze. But anyway, but yes, LINKUP Warriors will be on the defense as it is their offensive round, as they are going to be the away team. Delta 5 is going to be home, so they are Marsok. But so something which I do find interesting is that when you pick a map, you do have the option to choose what side you pick on the first round, which, you know, it's kind of commonly known that whoever picks the map normally chooses Marsok, but you do see occasionally, occasionally see teams which, you know, start a map and then do decide to play Fault first round. But, you know, some teams sometimes decide to do it, some teams don't. You know, it's kind of an option which you do have as a team if you want to start on a certain side, but, you know, take it as you will. The 5th player had showed up for LINKUP Warriors, and it is going to be Bones. Bones and Bones. And we should be hopefully starting shortly, and I imagine this map will be very fast and very aggressive, but I know LINKUP have been practicing this map quite a fair bit, so we're gonna have to see if they will be using their bit more of a you know, defined strategy to try to win against Delta 5 here. But that is to be foreseen. Should be starting very, very shortly, we would imagine. Ooh. And we will be off. Going into round 1, checking over to the LINKUP side. Well, is adjusting his headset, is doing a it's doing something, to say at least. Go is doing something. Go is doing something. Delta 5 are now off. It's going to be quite a center orientated push here. Hunter is letting it go. You know, he's clearing out. Just take out Extra there. Hunter is being the main leader of the distraction. But down goes Hunter, and down, oh man, it's just too much at the same time. So that is 2 players down for Delta 5, Panzer 5, which is floating a little bit, but it's fine. He is now at the lane for the white car. Trying to spot Ferrari here. Does get the headshot onto the Ferrari. But it's not fast enough to dodge that bullet. Leaving up to Ghoul, Bones, and of course Blitzer. Down goes Dragons from Bones. Blitz is taken out from Panzer. There's no up to gold. Try to watch the street. Acclaimed. Oh, Panzer is trying to cross the street. Shots are being had. Panzer just ducked down. Shots are being had, but goal is going to be taken out, unfortunately. And it is now a 1v2. Bones is peeking out, just trying to find a player here. Needs to take out Acclaimed, particularly. No, it's going to be tough. Smokes are coming out to the objective. Bones does get taken out, unfortunately. And that will be the first point going for Delta 5. What a first round. So it is the more intense first of place rounds. But I say there was quite a fair bit of pre-firing going on from LINKUP Warriors. So if they just played that a little bit better, particularly on the white card, of course Gore, who did get taken out, you know, they could have well truly had that round easily. You know, they did take out 2 players instantly. That is a very nice start for them, but you know, mistakes do happen, and mistakes you do often see in, of course, the lower teams ranked wise. Moving up to the higher teams, you know, you don't see them as often, but you know, you can't deny that higher teams do particularly still make mistakes. I've seen times when they've seen a master team mess up a flashbang and flash their entire team. It's funny when it happens, but it's hardly when it happens. But there is still times, because you know, we're all still human to that regards. Do not ask me why, but I'm reviewing the power networking of this house and all the houses, but it seems to be that only these 2 houses, oh, and plus that one there, are only secured to the power line, but this house isn't, but these 2 aren't. So unless there's some underground wiring going on, I don't understand how these houses have power. But anyway, enough of me being an electrician. Moving over to round 2, checking over to Delta 5.
Which is unfortunate, but oh well.
You could have won
Losses happen,
hard
you learn
to
from
get
you learn from.
Exactly. You do learn from your mistakes. Do not take any of the matches too personally. So it just teaches you to become a better player, just to learn and accept your defeats. So Ferrari, a pre-fire. Extra pre-fire does take out Extra there. Hunter does take out Dragons. As I say, their pre-fires from LINKUP side are perfection. Having practicing their pre-fires, Ferrari is taken out. Bones might be joining him. Oh. They do need to secure the center here. Bones is gonna be taking out Panzer. Bulky is taken out by Blitz. And it is now a 1v5. No, 1v4, sorry. Should be trying to go for a cap here. They do have the objective, which is open. Oh no! Hunter is shooting at his teammate. Oh no! That is not the way which I expected that to happen. It's up now to Blitz, the last one standing, trying to make sure they win this round. It's behind Acclaimed here. Acclaimed is unwiser. But oh my, what a way to ruin a round. It was a 1v4 and just like that, it was over. Blitz will be making his way up through the back. So we'll be just trying to get an angle onto Acclaimed. I don't know if you can see through that hedge. You may be a little bit able to spot him, but that is very little bit. Of course, it will be harder for the players if they have the headset on, which aren't as high quality in terms of pixels. So it will be hard trying to spot that pixel difference. Blitz is having something currently right now today. Oh, and he is taken out. Well, he was too focused about his weird worm movement going on, and that will be another point going for Delta 5. What an interesting round. Now, coming down to the round 3, the OBJ course has moved towards the center mansion. Gonna be kind of an interesting sight to see how Delta 5 will be kind of taking care of it, as this OBJ, of course, you need to have the park control, and of course you want to have you just want to have the main street, or say the main street, the main alley down here just to be secured, so you do have a free access to get into the building. Try to clear out anybody downstairs and upstairs, trying to get down, trying to get that cap. So it is quite a difficult one for Marsok's sake, because there is so many spots you need to clear, and of course it's very powerful to have people in the defender house, as I can just look across and take anybody which is downstairs, anybody which is trying to go up the stairs, of course. So it is a very tough one. But moving into round 3, jigging over to
You're like a really risky,
Delta 5.
like, player, right? Where's Aztec?
No.
I mean, who the hell was Aztec? I mean, Acclaim.
Yeah, claim that. Who's Aztec? God.
I know, I met this guy called Aztec on Discord now.
Isn't Aztec sweet tip dog? Yo.
And they're off. Are making sure to go on the left side to stop any pre-fires going down. Blitz is rushing his way. Possibly trying to do a pre-fire down here. He's shooting down. Doesn't catch anyone off. Bones might peek out the window. We'll see 3 players here. So it is going to be a tough one. Blitz does come out, does get a pick onto Panzer. Extra does come up, does take him out. Down goes Extra and Black Dragons. And it's now going to be Acclaimed and Volky. Bro, it's downstairs. Oh, the TK! No, the TK! Oh, he was so clean with the TK as well. He was so clean with it. Rushing through, shooting him straight in the back. It's now up to Acclaim, trying to push up the stairs. Out goes a flash. No, smoke. Goal. It's getting shot at. Goal is taken out, but does take out Acclaimed it. It's now a 1v1. Volky is inside the thing. Out goes that's a frag. Bones does need to check. Oh, he's inside the smoke. Will not be able to cap here, but does get taken out by Volky. Would he be able to cap from that distance? I'm not exactly sure. I don't think you have enough reach to do so. But regardless, that will be the first one going for not for LINKUP Warriors. What did I just say? I don't know anymore. That is the first one for LINKUP Warriors on this map. I don't know why I was mentioning that different team, but you never know. You never know. But it's now round 4. It's now Delta's time to defend. Maybe they can try to get this 3rd point for their team. Trying to win it on the 3rd map. So it's kind of unfortunate, because even if you do beat them on the 3rd map, you have still lost. But you know, it's about, at that point, you're trying to get the point game. I've just realised it's just emanating black smoke coming from nowhere, so the Fingy spot. Something which you hear coming from casters is that when you're playing a game, you don't notice this stuff until you're actually here, and then you notice everything. It all starts to come together. Of course, on the Quest 2, or on the Quest port I should say, you will not be able to see majority of this. So it is quite a nice little discovery for anybody which is new. Looking at all these DLs which are not visible for the Quest version. And we're going into the 4th round. So checking over to Delta.
It doesn't work out for me, man. I'll take it though. I'll take some more.
No, you can't just. Can't just surf.
A little bit of a robbery.
Le túloldalát befüstölöm. Hogy ne lássanak rá.
Link up are off, gonna have Blitz and Bows going for the lane 4, gonna have Ferrari and Gold going through lane 2. I'm gonna have Hunter go through lane 1 here. I'm looking through the window. Hunter is pretty fine. Now it's Panzer. Extra trying to push through. Shots are being fired. A little bit of battle going on. Nice little treaded with Volky and Bones. Revive is possible. Ghoul does rush up, does get the trade. Revive is done. It's up to Ferrari now, trying to rush the staircase and could try to go for a cap. Down goes Bones. It is up to Ferrari here. Down goes Exeter. The cap could go. Ferrari, rush, my friend, rushed. Possible cap gonna be occurring. It's now up to Acclaimed. Make sure they do not kill. And they have killed, and that will be 2-2. You never kill when the OBJ is free. You never kill. Getting a cap down is so important. In a game to where there's only 4 points to win, being 2 points up instead of 1 is just such a huge difference. Because this round could have been a 3-2 instead of being a 2-2. But anyway, if anybody which is starting new, remember cap is always more preferred over just winning with kills. Only go for a cap if you know you're going to get that cap. I mean, you can still risk it, there's nothing stopping you going for an insane cap, which they have seen players before go for questionable caps which do end up playing off for them, but it is crucial to make sure you don't miss the opportunity for 2 points. Now, moving onwards to round 5, checking over to link up side.
Hát amúgy az 6 is lehet, hogyha nem lőttél volna le. Kisárgés, hát.
Nice little jiggle from Ghoul. You can jiggle all night long.
Thank you.
Anyway, now they're off. Gonna have Panzer going through lane 2. Shots already been had towards Blitz. Blitz is taken out. Down goes Hunter. Down goes Exeter. It is now a 3v5. That is a rough way to start. Goal will be in the kitchen. Out goes a flash or frag. That one's in porch currently. Bones is taken out. Barbie is taken out. It's now a 1v4. Goal versus the Weld. Might have just bought Exeter there. So it is now just up to Gould trying to secure any pick he can. Oh, he just missed Exeter, unfortunately. No. Did he see him?
Someone give a code.
Come on, Gould. Just get Exeter there.
No. No code.
No code for you. That's not what he said, but no code for you. Oh, nice little TK. Oh, Gould, you are you are a lovely sight, my friend. You are a lovely sight. The times when Gould speaks English during matches always make me chuckle. He normally ends up saying the most funniest thing. So sweet, so funny. No code. That is funny. That is funny. Put a smile on my face to say at least. But moving on. It is now going to be Delta's time for the defense. It is only one more point if they want to try to get this win. It is up to LINKUP, trying to make sure they do not lose this on the attack.
Jó, akkor jövök veled. Kérek egyet.
Oké.
Tessék. Köszönöm.
És te is.
Using the M23.
Akkor átfelé vonz. Itt van még egy.
You always hand the mags to the drum mag supplier. It's a kind courtesy. Some free fires going on. You know, don't often see it from the Volt side, but especially with that gun. Panzer's going to be making its way up to lane 4. Is at the boxes. That's why I never played the red car, as you are kind of exposed. Oh, free fires coming out. Just kind of flip around in the trade there. With Blitz and Panzer, the revive will be going ahead shortly. Down goes Volky from Hunter. Down goes Volky. Sounders acclaimed. It is now a 2v5. The goal is making its way around. Just have to worry about Exeter here. Exeter is looking around. Ball does get taken out. Isn't finished somehow, but is TK'd. What was that? Gould just really didn't want to die, clearly. Did have to get finished off by his own teammate there. Gould, for some reason, had some form of spawn protection. A down protection, whatever you want to call it. Now, it is up to these last 3 players if they want to try to go for a cap. A cap would be preferred as it would secure the win. But it's up to Dragons to make sure that we're watching the objective. In this position currently, if I knew where the last guy is, which currently is known, I would just rush it. I would rush behind that tank. Bones knows. He knows. Just go for the cap. You're right there, Bones. Do it. Make me proud. Come on, Bones. Make me proud. Bones is in capping position. Get your tablet out. He's getting that code in. He has all the time in the world. Dragons is not watching the OBJ. Get that cap in. Come on, Bones.
94 80.
Oh, Dragons might have just heard that. Dragons heard that. Come on, Bones, and yes, the cap. Securing the map. Oh, and the suicide. No, that's not great. Suicide ending that round, and that will be 2 points for LINKUP, securing the 3rd map for them. Oh my. What a game. What a game and a half. And that will, the end score is going to be 12, and I believe that is, we just created some maths. I'm not particularly best of maths. That is going to be 12-6. 12-6 is the final score. Go for LINKUP, and that will be game. Of course, what a exciting match. Of course, that was a very nice match to watch, and of course, I always enjoy viewing some of these, you know, lower teams. Of course, I always do like watching a few casts, but it's been a pleasure for this evening. Of course, we do need to give out. Let me just quickly find it. Of course, we do need to give out a massive shout out to our sponsors: Downpour Interactive, ProTube, VR Cover, HyperX, VR Armor, and of course Astronia and Kiwi for sponsoring VRML, for getting us into this position which we can do to make these matches enjoyable, and of course hosting all of the events which we do. This has been VRML1 and Glue Sniffer. Thanks for letting me cast for this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure. This has been VRML1 going out for this evening. Adios amigos.